Hello there, everybody. This is Joe here from the Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures YouTube channel. And as you can probably know, now we're coming to the end of June. And it's nearly been 3 months since we've been in all these lockdown measures. And as you can tell, we are soon moving into our 8th month of 2020, which is July. And as you can probably tell, that we are moving quite gradually now to see returns to our normal lives almost, but under the new normal for the time being, because the vaccine is unlikely to be in place now until next year, and we'll just have to see but the virus could die off without a vaccine at all, and maybe a vaccine could be available for next year, even if the virus does come back. And I've got you a quick update just to let you know, the Grand Piers website, they have said that we are excited to announce that they will be reopening on the 4th of July this year, which is in Weston-super-Mare, one of my favourite tourist attractions. I used to love the pier. I even went on the old one, because obviously as we move into July, we'll be having a bit of a mark of respect on the 28th of July as the pier burnt down, and I am going to make a press conference regarding to that on that day. And just to let you know, now this is a really important one, the return to public transport. Now, following a government announcement yesterday, they have stated that Scotland will be ready to use the public transport once again, and Scotland have got hold of the coronavirus, as seen on the news yesterday. The First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has said that they've reported no new deaths in that area, which is positive news. And also on the 4th of July, when the hospitality stuff reopen, we'll then see us returning to public transport. But however, I will not be filming any bus videos just yet. I won't be using the transport just yet, because I could eventually have the coronavirus, and I don't want to risk it for anyone. So what I've done, I've put a statement up that's on the Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures Facebook group, and you'll find all the information on there. And so the return to public transport is likely to be at least the 1st of August, when I think the time is right, if not throughout August or into September time. I know it's been a very difficult time this year, 2020, because we've seen a lot of events being cancelled. Withal Transport Museum got cancelled in April and May due to the coronavirus pandemic, and also Buses Festival in Gaydon at the British Motor Museum just down in Warwickshire, down the M40. That's got cancelled this year, and so has on the buses at the Severn Valley Railway in Kidderminster. There's been a lot of events being cancelled. Himley Bonfire, which is the fireworks, that got cancelled as well. So there's quite a lot of cancellations done this year, and I'm not 100% sure if Showbus in Hertfordshire is going to get cancelled just yet. But I will make an announcement closer to that date, as I'm going to keep doing all these press conferences throughout 2020 and probably into 2021, when I think I've had enough of doing this and when I've decided to get rid of it. So anyway, guys, as you probably might know, Into Merry Hill have also gone into administration. Doesn't mean they're going to close altogether just yet. And as you know, that I will be doing some tour de lifts there at the centre, because I can access Into Merry Hill, and I know it's been very critical this year, 2020, and of course face masks are mandatory to use on the bus, and it will be mandatory to go into school in September at the start of a new academic year, and otherwise parents could face fines regarding to that. And of course, Leicester is facing a local lockdown, as we heard on the news yesterday. So Leicester is facing a local lockdown, as not as a lot of people are not following the government guidelines in that area. But this is different. We are following it, like even me, because I'm the professional in this area. And like, I'm following government guidelines. I'm not going to risk using transport just yet, because it's too early to do so. But however, I've made the statement and I've said that at least 1st of August, and I'm going to update this information when it will be safe to do so, because obviously I can't hop on and hop off buses. I can't go any further distant yet, but I could do areas, hopefully, but I'd rather do the bus when it's back to full timetable and every bus has gone back to every hour, because that will probably be the safe time to do so when every bus is back on every hour, and hopefully when the social distancing gets lifted, whenever that will be, and whenever face covering that is currently mandatory will get lifted as well. But obviously at the moment we have to wait to see what happens, and I will give you an information regarding onto that. Now, of course, vlogs, which you probably might be expecting whenever I'm going to start vlogging again. Hopefully very, very soon when I'm back with all my mates, but it'll have to be under social distancing at the minute. We don't know when that will get lifted, hopefully by the summer. But obviously, as you know, my last vlog was in Dudley Town Centre. When I was with all the girls, Ellie, Morgan, Cara, Lauren, Annette, and so on. And it was my last vlog. It was really emotional that day, but I'm sure I'm going to be back into doing those vlogs really soon, so I will make an information regarding onto that during this very, 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 very critical time. And of course, as you probably know, Boris Johnson, who's the Prime Minister, he is not happy with like Leicester reacting with their lockdown measures, and no one is listening. Like last week in Bournemouth, thousands of people gathered down onto the beach of Bournemouth by not following the government guidelines, and they were not listening. Matt Hancock, who's the health secretary, he said that they could be risking a second wave of coronavirus, which no one wants. And of course, and also the furlough scheme, that is extended into October. That has been extended for quite a while now, so that was according to Rishi Sunak. And and please, as you probably might know, that it has been really difficult, guys. And of course, as you probably know, Saturday the hospitality is back open, so that will include the pubs, bars and the restaurants and the cafes. But however, they will have to open under social distancing measures, like music will have to be turned down, and it will be a lot different. Now I'm going to speak to you what the buses are going to be like. At the minute, there aren't enough seats at the moment because of the coronavirus pandemic, so we could keep the 2 metre distance. Like most of the seats are being taken out of action, like the ones by the driver. And of course, when one bus is full, this means don't panic, there will always be another one. So that's why they're adding extra buses back on to normal service really soon. So then this means they can hope to cope with the social distancing. Can I thank everybody who's playing their part during this very, very difficult time, and I'm sure that we will come out the other end, and we will all remember when we had this coronavirus pandemic. I know it's been very critical this year and very challenging for all of us. Like on the 20th of March, we saw everything closed: pubs, bars, restaurants, leisure centres, and also schools and colleges to close. And then the non-essential shops closed the following days later. And then Boris announced we had to go into lockdown. Means we were not able to meet up with anybody. So we had to stay at home, protect the NHS and save lives. So please, guys, stay alert, control the virus and save lives. So please keep staying alert and controlling the virus and save other people's lives. This is to help to protect all the people, families and friends. thank you, everybody. I'm sure that you are all keeping well and safe, so please continue to do that during this very challenging time. And I am going to make another announcement in at least few weeks' time when I've got more information regarding on my future of my public transport videos, which is probably going to be at least 1st of August. I wouldn't push that further just yet, and I will make another announcement regarding to this, and then we will come out the other side. Thank you, everybody. Please take care of yourselves, your families and friends. All the best.